Hello. About grass management in our agroforestry system. We have some kind of alley cropping. As main crops is hazels, a little bit walnuts, and some experimental chestnuts. And we have some support crops as grey alder, Alnus, glutinosa, and some poplars as big production trees in a polycyclic area, and some other species, and we continue to extend the tree species varieties here. And actually what we are doing with the grass, it's a quite simply straightforward process. We are mow the grass between the lines, and then with the tractor rake just rake all grass on the tree lines, and it's functioning as a mulch and also fertility, because this is our fertility harvest area in the middle between the rows, and we move all fertility from here to here. And as a grass we have some very fertile areas where we have quite a lot of nettles and some tall growing grasses, and in some less fertile areas we have seeded clover, and there is quite a lot of wild plants. This is Juglans regia, and it's just a tractor raked grass around the tree, a little bit maybe with the hands is a help that the grass is not lying on the tree, and it diminishes the weed competition around the tree. This is a smaller Juglans regia, enclosed with wild carrot, and here is this support species Alnus glutinosa. It's the goal is that Alnus will help some kind of shelter wood to protect from the frosts, and it will be also source of fertility, because Alnus incanus has nitrogen fixing bacteria on the roots, and it's enriched soil with nitrogen, and it's quite fast growing. It's native, and it can be some chop and drop system or something like that. We will see how it will develop. And actually every nut tree have a Alnus glutinosa as a friend planted. This is a low, somewhere is some grass, somewhere is raked grass from the lines. Here is the other walnut. It's a bit bushy, and here is other Alnus, and this is some kind of land management. Where is the poorer soil, we have seeded red clover. It's here between the lines, and it's where we not cut the grass in the lines. It's clovering, and it's a source for wild bees, mostly from bumblebees for honey, and also the seed source for seed spreading out. There is some other flowering plant. It's maybe some aster family, some centaurea or something like that, and it's good for late pollinator insects. In Latin, this beautiful plant is Centaurea scabiosa. It's really good native wildflower. Sometimes it's tricky to collect seeds if you want, because when they become ready, some insects are very fast eating up all seeds. But here they're spreading quite well by themselves. This is Aschilea millefolium, yarrow. It's a quite nice tea plant, and it's antiseptic. And here is Daucus carotus, or wild carrot, with some beets and insects, and it's a super good pollinator plant. You could see what is living on this wild carrot, and from this Oblifera family, maybe it's one of the most beautiful flower ever. And we have everything full row with the wild carrots. They are really beautiful and nice. This is Plantago lanceolata. It's a native plant. You can use this in tea or for some wounds, and it's really tolerates the grass cutting, and it's normally, if you plant grass somewhere in end of June to middle of July, depend from season, it could flower second time. You see I start to. Oh, this is Plantago flower in very early stage, and it's flowering very nice when they go until September. This is red clover, and the best time to plant the meadow is somewhere around when the plants are really fresh. When they're loaded with nutrients, it means you should plant same time when you harvest hay. It's before the flowering, and it's season by season. It's really changes. If it's quite hot summer, then grass mowing is around midsummer. If it's dry summer as that, grass mowed some 2 weeks ago in the middle of July. But the importance that this time before flowering, and then you could move all fertility from the interlines to actually the lines where you're growing your target crop. This is polycyclic poplars in the middle, propagated by cutting. This is the row, and and some plants are managed to flower after the cutting. I don't know how to call this second stage of grass and grow back and flower again. It's a wild Carotus Dauca. This is our experimental crop. It's sweet chestnut, Castanea sativa. It's grown from seed in nursery 1 year and then planted out. It's not really like the climate here, especially in the springs, when we have these late frosts, and as all other plants, it has some friend beside. It's hazel. It's Alnus glutinosa, alder, and it will be as a shelter plant, and we see how it will going out. And and chestnuts is really experimental, and we are testing does they are suitable for place or not. They are growing quite well here. We planted something in the forest as under canopies and small chestnuts. They are growing quite well, and we see how they will behave on the field. This is a parsnip, Pastinaca, Pastinacus sativa. It's only yellow flowering plant in the family. You could use leaves in the soups, and I don't know about roots in this wild variety, but these wild parsnips are growing here everywhere and giving some biodiversity, and also some small insects. As here, some flies are not afraid from filming, could become a film star. They just eat up some nectar. Yesterday was rain. It's maybe not loaded with nectar, but still food for wild insects. Besides parsnip is Hypericum perforatum in Latin. It's a nice flowering plant. You could use the flowers and the top part, make some oil, put in some grape or olive oils, keep for a while, and you could get some medicine for the skin treatment, or you could just dry the plant and use for tea. It's really healthy herbal tea. Next wild plant is Artemisia vulgaris. It's actually super good plant for agroforestry system. It's native, it spreads by itself, and it's really good food in the winter for small birds. All birds are eating the seeds and maybe small insects that are hiding in this Artemisia. And in agroforestry system, it's really important to keep animals around. If we don't have cows and sheep, but we could use wild animals and birds. And birds are super important to that they eat up all insects but eat your plants, and you need a little bit share sometimes with the birds, with some cherries or something like that. But birds important, and this plant is a bird's superfood during the winter time. And this beautiful plant is Angelica sylvatica. It's a forest Angelica in English, most probably, and it's also a good pollinator plant. It's really beautiful. Probably you could eat some parts, we have not tested. It's native to here, and it's come here from the forest, but it also could grow in some semi-managed meadows, and we try to leave them in some edges where we don't cut the grass, and they could just grow and thrive and make seeds, what is important to continue their population. You can seed very easy. Here is a quite dense grass, and here is a next Angelica. It's really beautiful, and it's loaded with insects. You see how much are them full. It's really beautiful. And yeah, and you need insects in food chain in your agroforestry system. And this is a big European nettle, Urtica dioica, and yeah, it's quite good plant. It's a part of the agroforestry system. Actually, you could use the whole plant to get a nitrogen fertilizer. You could use plant for tea if you have some problems with iron, or even you don't have problems. It's a good source of iron. And also you could use seeds when they got ready. This is a seed. They will be ready when they become brown, and then you harvest them. You could add to porridge, and it's a quite good vitamin and mineral source, and it's better to use in the mornings than in the evenings. And some patches of nettles are really useful. I try to keep them not cutted when they could spread out, but there is some patch what is between the lines. It has been cutted 2 weeks ago, but now is a knee size high, and it also could be good source if you need somewhere nitrogen fertilizer. Put in the water, ferment for a week or so, and then could feed some plants if you need. Here we planted some small nut forest, mainly the two species Juglans nigra and Carylus colurna, and the grass management here is quite easy. Just cut the grass around the tree and put all grass just around, and it works as a mulch, as a fertilizer. This is a Carylus colurna, same, it's Juglans nigra, and if you cut grass with a trimmer, you just go around and put all grass on the tree and it's done. It's no breaking necessary. Here is the next Juglans nigra. See, some parts was initially was more grass, some is less, and all the nettles have managed to grow through, but it's not a problem. You try to harvest all fertility between the trees and put them, concentrate on the trees, because there is your crop is a nut tree, and you use the grass as a fertilizer. Its grass has been cutted maybe three weeks ago, and now it's almost composted. And in the patches you try to leave some grass that is valuable. Uncutted, not a big problem if you use some wildflower patches. Yeah, this was a short intro in grass management in agroforestry system, and you're looking to the two goals basically. First is fertilize your plants, mulch them, and second is work with biodiversity and try to make it richer, and because every plant have some purpose, and you could little bit help those plants who have you could use somehow, or it's essential for the wildlife to sustain here. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, press there is somewhere like, subscribe to channel, or write some comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the woods.